Hi and welcome to Links 7 TV. Let's talk. So we have been reliably informed that the President of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, and the First Lady, Melania Trump, both have tested positive for the COVID virus. Mr. Trump gave a tweet today and updating the public about his health. However, after that, he was rushed to a medical facility after developing breathing problems. So we're going to share those details to come on the program. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 7 TV. Let's talk. Please remember, just like, share, subscribe to the channel so you're notified whenever we post new videos. So the President of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, have tested positive for the COVID virus, and the First Lady herself, Melania Trump. So the President was taken to a medical facility just in order as a precautionary measure based on the fact that he developed breathing problems. However, before he was taken to that medical facility, he gave a tweet on his Twitter account just to update the public about his general health condition and what he has been going through. So let's go over to that video right now on our screen.
I want to thank everybody for the tremendous support. I'm going to Walter Reed Hospital. I think I'm doing very well, but we're going to make sure that things work out. The First Lady is doing very well. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will never forget it. Thank you.
So that was a short tweet from the President of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, thus updating the general public about his health condition and the state of the First Lady herself. So the President of the United States has been given an experimental Ebola drug treatment for the COVID virus. This was stated by an advisor, stating that Trump was having problems breathing as he was admitted to the hospital on Friday evening. Trump was taken by helicopter to the Walter Reed Medical Facility Center for COVID treatment out of an abundance of caution, said the White House. Mr. Trump seemed to be in good spirit as he was about to be taken to the medical facility. He gave reporters a thumbs up while he was on his way to Marine One. But when we look on what is going on around the world, especially in the United States, the UK, and other parts of the world, this is a global pandemic that has swept the world. More than 200,000 people in the United States have lost their life due to this virus, and now we're in the second wave of this virus, which has seen many countries developing new restrictive measures in order just to curtail the problem. Some countries have not reopened school based on a precautionary measure and is just using technological advancement in order to deliver education to students. But with this said, when we look, masks has become mandatory in most countries right now, and a number of countries are basically restricting movement right now just in order to curtail the spread of this thing. And we believe that this will be around for a very long time. So all we can do is just take the necessary precautions and just try our very best to just maintain that social distance and just protect ourselves in the best possible way that we seem fit. I know a number of countries have developed new restrictive measures as it relates to curtailing the problem. However, we have to do more than that. We cannot just depend on the government to put in these measures in order to protect ourselves. You as an individual, you have to put measures in place as well, just in order to protect yourselves. Use your hand sanitizers, use every means possible in order to protect your own life. Try to avoid crowded areas as well, and try your best just to be by yourself as much as possible. This is not the time where you should be all up about visiting friends, going to parties and all these things, because this is a pandemic and this is a serious thing. I know that many people, they take this for a joke and they believe that this virus is not real and many believe that this is just a hoax. However, I want to inform you that this virus is real. It's out there. We have seen that devastation that is caused in the United Kingdom. We have seen it in Germany, Spain, Italy, in the United States as well, and just even in the Caribbean now, who is actually now seeing the real impact of this virus right across now. So we have to be cognizant of the fact, and we don't want to caught in a predicament situation that we once was back in March. But when we look, we're in the second wave of it right now. And if we don't try and put these measures in place in order to protect ourselves, I'm seeing we getting a third wave of this virus. But this virus is like, it's don't want to go away, right? It's don't want to go away. So we have to try our best in order to protect our life. Wear your mask when you're going out, wear your face shield, whatever means there is, you have to just try to protect yourself. This thing, it doesn't pardon anyone. It doesn't care who you are, your social standing in life, your financial status. It will come after you. So only thing you can do is just protect yourself. And we have seen the devastation that this is causing over the world. This has spread to more than 200 countries right across the world. It's like the first time the world has ever experienced such a thing that has spread and swept the world so rapidly. This has caused a global meltdown of many economies right across the world, and some economies right now were struggling, and now this does come to just ravish everything. So we just need to just be focused and just take the necessary precautionary measure, because I can tell you that this thing is gonna be around for some time and it's not going to just go away overnight. So all we can do, we realize that certain countries, schools have opened back and most things is coming back to normal. However, the virus is still out there and the government is doing all they can in order just to protect your own well-being. I see a number of people protesting that they don't want to go into a second lockdown, and there has just been many speculations as to what the government will do in order to curtail the spread. However, if this thing is spreading, drastic measures have to be taken in order to curtail it. And if you don't want to adhere to these regulations, then the government will have no choice but to put in more restrictive measures and also fine individuals who decided to break these regulations outlined by the government. But when we look, this is a global pandemic sweeping the world right now. Many lives have been lost. See, just the other day in Jamaica, we lost one of our great iconic superstar, Tootsie Birds, to this thing, and we have seen a number of other high dignitaries being caught in this web of the COVID-19. So we are not immune to it. So we have to take these as a stepping stone and a precautionary measure based on these influential people that are getting this virus. See, now we have the President of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, and his wife, Melania Trump, both tested positive for this thing as well. And Mr. Trump's health condition is not well at this current moment, and they're trying all they can in order just to have him up and running back soon. However, many people have caught this virus and they have not recovered from it. So that's what we need to think about. So many individuals have lost their life, and some of these individuals, they don't have any underlying illness. You have individuals that has been taken out by this thing that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, young individuals. So just imagine you being 60, 70, 80, or even 90 years old, and you get in contact with this virus, how detrimental that will be. So you have to just take these as a precautionary measure and just try your very best to maintain that stability within your life, and just try every means possible in order to protect yourself, because this is not a plaything, this is not a game, and we have to be mindful that this thing is out there. Wherever you go, it's out there. It's like an invisible monster here to take your life. So you have to just maintain that composure and still keep that positive frame of mind that somehow or one day the world will overcome this. And don't become depressed about it, and don't become confused, because we know that this is out there. We have given the updates on this more than one occasion. So we have to just continue just to be positive as well, and not be negative about the whole entire situation. Try to live your life still. Don't be confined to one restrictive measure or be as if you want to just confine yourself and then you become depressed. You still have to go there, you still have to do what you have to do. However, you do it with precaution, and that's the key in order to beat this thing. So the president of the United States right now is in hospital, and he will continue to work from that medical facility until he is discharged. So we believe that he will be in that medical facility for some time based on this, and he is in self-isolation at this current moment, and that's a release from the White House. So we're just hoping that the president does pull through this one, even though I know this virus is sweeping right across the world, and this has caught a number of individuals, I should say, off guard. So we have to just be mindful of that and just try our very best to protect ourselves. So we're gonna leave this one here for now. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk, and guess what? We're out for now. Peace out. Bless.